I guess you all know what I'm going to review today. Am I right? Yes, it's the final piece to the puzzle, the Mi 10T Lite. And I've here in my hands the phone itself. Of course, it flew in straight from London. Of course, a word of thanks to my friend Christian for helping me score this one from the Mi store there in London, in Europe. It's really, really, uh, well, probably the lacking piece to my puzzle. I reviewed the Mi 10T Pro, the Mi 10T, and this one is probably the icing to the cake. And why not? Let's go ahead and unbox this Mi 10T Lite 5G. Okay, guys, so we're going to unbox the Mi 10T Lite outdoors today. You can see the box is similar to that of the Mi 10T, a white box. It's just a little bit smaller. On the side, it's described it's a Mi 10T Lite, and underneath, there's nothing. And on the side, it says that it's Mi 10T Lite Rose Gold Beach and 6 gigs of RAM, 64 gigs of storage. And let's go ahead. So, on opening the box, definitely we'll see a smaller box. The sleeve designed by Xiaomi. So let's take it out. Upon opening, we can see a SIM injector pin. Of course, there goes your manual and warranty cards. Then, of course, your case. I didn't hear that Xiaomi says this is an antibacterial case, but looks good, frosted. Okay, so we'll fit it and check it out how it looks like later. Then here's your Mi 10T Lite. Woohoo! Looks nice. Rose gold. You can see the gradient colors. Really looks premium. We have a Euro charger, which is a 33 watts fast charger. And of course, you have your USB Type-C cable. And that's everything from the box. So let's try to fit how it looks. Okay, so I can say that it looks nice. With the case, with or without the case, it still looks nice. You can see the gradient from green to rose gold still intact. Even on the sides, looks nice. Really, I feel that this phone looks a little bit more premium than the Mi 10T. What do you think? Hey guys, it's me Mitch 002 of Xiaomi Review and welcome back to my channel. And if you haven't subscribed yet, don't forget to click that subscribe button for your daily dose of Xiaomi review of gadgets and smartphones. And let's go back to the topic. This Mi 10T Lite just flew in from Europe, and thanks to my friend Christian for helping me score this one. It's really, really appreciated here at Xiaomi Review because we want to unbox every single phone from Xiaomi. And this phone comes in three colors: rose gold pink, Atlantic blue, and of course, pearl gray. So we have here in our hands, of course, is the rose gold beach. And it really looks nice. It's a gradient color from green to pink. As you can see here, it's probably very, very refreshing. Probably a color that the youth would pick. And I'm beginning to love this color. Probably a mixture of colors wherein you can probably see this on the beach. This represent the sand, and this probably represent the sky. Very, very refreshing. And yeah, I'm in love with this phone, to be honest with you. Even the side is gradient. You can see it's really, really something to consider for this year before the year ends 2020. Right now, I can say that this form factor is somewhat a little bit odd. Something similar to that of the Poco X3, a cut above and a cut below, except that it has completed the circle here, but the camera bump is still a cut. Okay, so there's two layers, one from the glass probably, and the other on the camera bump. So it sports a Corning Gorilla Glass 5 back and of course a Corning Gorilla Glass 5 front. And of course, the sides are plastic moldings, which is of course you won't really dare do a bend test on this phone. It will surely bend. Probably let's just let Zach of Jerry Rigs Everything do the job for us, shall we? Guys, I just bought some new case for my Mi 10T Lite, and one is from Shandy, and it's a really nice case. This one is called the Beetle series, and one of my favorite tough case to protect my phones from damage, especially during falls. Of course, sometimes you accidentally drop your phone. You have all these four corners protected, especially during drops like this. It will surely give your phone some cushion to make sure that it won't sustain that much damage when taking a drop. And yeah, this is one of my highly recommended case for the Mi 10T Lite. So this phone has one of the world's first Snapdragon 750G, an 8 nanometer processor with a 5G capability. Well, it's coupled with the Adreno 619, which performs really, really nice. So let's try to take a quick look on some benchmark. Here's Antutu. It gave it a 318,000 points, which is, well, quite normal for some 7 series processor of Snapdragon. Snapdragon 7 series is known for their power efficiency. Not really too much for their workhorse power, but of course, it gives you balance between the processing speed and of course your battery consumption. That's what I like about the 7 series Qualcomm Snapdragon. So we also tested out on Geekbench, and the score is a 655 single core points, and of course a 1982 for multi-core score. For me, the benchmark says it all. It's really something from the mid-ranger, scoring a 300 plus Antutu score, which is probably, yeah, just good enough for something of its price range. So this phone comes with a 6.67 IPS LCD, 1080p, 120 Hz of screen refresh rate, Corning Gorilla Glass 5 protection, and of course HDR10. But of course, people say that, hey, still an IPS LCD, but of course the price range is really, really nice. I'll tell you later on the price range. I did try to use this phone under bright sunlight, and well, putting it on a max brightness, I can still read whatever's on my phone. So, well, definitely not a problem. IPS LCD. Of course, swiping left and right, it's really, really good experience since it has 120 Hz of screen refresh rate. But of course, if you don't want your battery to drain that fast, you can always opt to switch it back to 60 anytime you want. Now, what's the difference between 60 Hz and 120? Now, I can see on this screen that the ball, when jumping across the 60 Hz, it's really, really jittery. Then crossing the 120, you can see that it's really, really buttery smooth. It's really, really smooth to the eyes. Trust me on that. Watching videos on this phone is really a good experience. It has double stereo speakers on the top and on the bottom, give you a more richer experience while watching your favorite anime, your favorite movies, or your favorite talk show. Now, checking the fingerprint scanner, I can say the response is quick. Check this out. Not bad. Now, looking at the form factor, you can see at the back, it's really nice. I can say it's really, really refreshing. You can see there are some words scribed on this one. Built for 5G and premium AI camera. Well, it just really says it all. It has a good camera. Speaking of camera, it is packed with 4 cameras at the back, having the 64MP Sony IMX682 main sensor with an aperture of 1.89 and 6p lens. The camera can surely perform. Coupled with the 8MP ultra-wide lens, 2MP macro lens, and 2MP depth sensor, I'm sure this phone can give you some good photos. Of course, don't expect it to be as good as the Mi 10T or the Mi 10T Pro, but let me show you some photos that I've taken from this phone. Sometimes on dark scene, it can be a little bit grainy, but overall, it's still good for me. Checking the front, we have a 16MP front shooter. Well, let's try to get a picture. I can say this photo is nice. Since I'm outdoors, photos from the outdoors tends to be nice. But is it good also from the indoors? Let's find out. Well, photos from indoors is a little bit grainy, but overall it's still acceptable. Now this phone can record up to 4K 30 FPS on the rear camera. Here is a sample. Well, for me, the video from the rear camera is a little bit jittery. It doesn't have image stabilization at the rear camera. Well, you might go a little bit more premium and buy the Mi 10T Pro for that better stabilization while you're taking videos without a gimbal. For this one, I recommend you buying a gimbal to get a good video. Up front, we can see, here's a sample of the video. Guys, this is how it looks like when you're vlogging using the front camera of the Xiaomi Mi 10T Lite. Well, what can you say? For me, vlog-worthy selfie camera video. Right now, let's take a quick tour around the phone. Underneath, we have the audio jack, USB Type-C port, microphone in, and of course, your loudspeaker. On the side, you have your side-mounted fingerprint scanner / power button, of course, coupled with your volume rocker. On top, we have your IR blaster and of course, your noise cancellation mic. On the side, you have the SIM ejector tray wherein you can have 2 nano SIM working together or 1 nano SIM and 1 micro SD card. This phone comes in 2 variants. Either you choose the 6GB of RAM, 64GB of storage, UFS 2.1 read and write speed, or you choose the 6GB of RAM, 128GB of storage with a UFS 2.2 read and write speed capability. Now the 64GB of storage comes with a price tag of €279, which is equivalent to roughly 16,000 pesos. And the other one, it comes with a price tag of €379, which is roughly 19,000 pesos. Let's talk a little bit about the battery. This phone has a 4,820 mAh of battery, sporting a 33 watts of fast charging. Well, I did try my watt meter and got a 30 watts result while charging it using the default cable and default charger. I drained the battery down to 11% and charged it back up to 100 using the default cable and the default charger. I got a 30 watts of rating, and well, it took me just an hour and 6 minutes to complete the process. And I also did a battery stress test using the PC Mart, and it gave me a whopping 15 hours and 35 minutes, which can last you more than a day on normal usage, like a little bit of social media, a little bit of movies, a little bit of YouTube, a little bit of games, well, a little bit of calls. It will last you roughly in less than 2 days before you hit the charging dock. So guys, let's talk about gaming. Playing Genshin Impact on this phone, I can say it's a really nice experience. Of course, it can't match that of the Mi 10T and Mi 10T Pro's experience. Those two has a Snapdragon 865, this only has a Snapdragon 750. But overall, well, I can feel a little frame drop, but not that often. And I can say the experience is nice, it's smooth, the graphics is smooth. The 120Hz is really kicking in. And yeah, I can say I had a good time playing games on this one. So, of course, definitely Mobile Legends, PUBG, and COD would follow. We'll also have a good experience on those games. So guys, we have already finished with our review on the Mi 10T Lite. And I'm sure I'm really happy with this phone. To be honest with you, it could have landed here in Asia, in the Philippines. But sad to say, well, it won't come out anytime soon, or probably not ever. So if you had the chance to buy this in Europe, well, grab the chance. It's really worth it. And I did posted the price a while ago. The 64GB will run at around 16,000 pesos, and that 128GB of storage will run around 19,000 pesos. Of course, that doesn't include the tax, and of course your shipping from FedEx, which can cost you a lot of 1,000 pesos. I won't mention how much it is, but definitely this experience on this phone is really nice and something really to consider to buy from the Mi 10T series. What do you think about the Mi 10T Lite? Do you like it? Let's have a quick discussion on the comment section below. So if you like this video, don't forget to give me a like, and of course subscribe to my channel. Hit that bell icon so you don't miss any review like this one, something rare that you cannot find in the Philippines. So I hope to see you in my next video. A new phone is coming up. I'll see you soon.